Well, let's see if anyone shows. I'm a little late, but we'll see if anyone shows. Hey, Kim, you made it. Sorry, I'm a little late. I was just eating some dinner, eating some pizza. We made it. That's all that matters is that you made it this time around. Yeah, it was DiGiorno Rising Crust pepperoni pizza. So they're pretty tasty. I wouldn't have bought them because they're normally so damn expensive, but they had a sale on them. So I grabbed two. But 100%, I don't need to charge it. I can charge it myself, my earphones. Cool. Oh, wow. They were really dead. They were deader than dead. That sounds tasty as too. Especially if the roast beef was homemade. That could be very good. Hey, Moon Rain. Welcome. 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 I didn't know if anyone else would show up. Sometimes when me and Kim get to talking, especially when she comes up here, we tend to forget that there's a chat going on and I need to watch it more. But I've been working on it. I've gotten a lot better at it. Oh yeah, roast beef can be good. I like capicool and provolone sandwiches. Those are really good. But when you spend a lot of time around full-blooded Italians and everything, that's what happens. See, Moonray, that's what I say. Nothing wrong with it. We all make mistakes. So Kim, you said you got diagnosed with something new. What did they diagnose you with? If you don't mind me asking. Me too, Kim. I'm a carnivore through and through. I gotta have meat. Some kind of meat. I tried that Impossible Burger and that fake meat that vegans eat. Ugh. It tasted bad. I mean, I've ate some nasty tasting stuff in my life. I've had 3-day-old roadkill that tasted better than that fake meat. That plant-based meat, yuck. I'd rather just go out and have me a burger, a steak, chicken, fish. pork, any meat. Coastal carditis. I've heard of that before. I just don't remember what it is. I know carditis is think carditis is something with the heart. No, let me look that up real quick. I got two cell phones, so what is what is coastal carditis? It's not going to give me what I want.
According to Mayo Clinic, costochondritis is an inflammation of the cartilage that connects a rib to the breastbone, sternum.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. Yeah, it says that it go away on its own and that they just try to alleviate the pain. But Western medicine is a bit backwards at times. But it seems like the best way to deal with it is treat it like a broken rib. Try to not do too much. Try to rest. Try to let it heal up on its own. And if need be, take Tylenol for pain or whatever they told you to take for it. Anything to do with your ribs is going to hurt a lot because your ribs expand when you breathe. So when you breathe, it hurts. I've had ribs bruised so bad that the bruise was seen on an X-ray, and boy, does that hurt. I've also had them broken a few times. Same amount of pain. But believe it or not, the best medicine seems to be to put some ice on it, like you would do for like a sprained ankle. Put some ice on it and just take it easy. I almost forgot to go live because I was cooking the pizza and I got sleepy. I was like, "Why am I still sleepy?" Oh yeah, because I didn't turn the oven off like a dumbass. So it got really hot in my apartment and made me want to sleep. Oh yeah, that will be agony for a while yet. About 4 to 6 weeks probably before it goes down. I mean, it's just an inflammation, but probably that long because of where it's located. I feel you there. I feel you there. I heal quick, very quick. And when I was younger, I healed even faster. So mine only took 2 weeks to heal. But man, that was a painful 2 weeks. Especially considering I still played football, I still did gym, I was out running and gunning and doing everything I wanted to do. And oh man, did that hurt! Let me see. Yep. Okay. I've got my StreamYard still up, so if anyone wanted to come up, you could. I mean, everybody's body's different, but on average, yeah, that's about what it would take, probably. I hope not. But putting ice on it will help the inflammation to go down. It'll help the swelling to go down, which will help it to heal quicker. Do they know why it happened? Do they know what caused it? Wonder why it beeped. Yeah, I don't mean to scare you with it. It's just figured give you the truth about it. I mean, I don't know what the doctors told you, but I know from my own experience how long a bruised rib or bruised anything or anything to do with the ribs can take to heal because. Okay, hang on. There we
Hello.
go.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Yep, I can hear you.
That's good. Yeah, I'm just chilling now. Got me a hot shower. I was watching a interrogation, and I kept looking like, okay, it's about 8:00. Where are you, Brad? It's this one. So yeah, I'm just chilling.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, if I get too hot, I get tired. I get
Yeah, I
sleepy.
get the same way. Sometimes I crank the heat up because I don't like my bones to get stiff, and then it'll get too hot in here and I'll be just like, ready for a nap.
That's what happens to me. I keep it about 70 in my apartment.
Yeah, same here. Same here. But if it's like, rainy or, super windy and I got like a bone chill, I'll turn it up to like 71, 72 something, and
When
then
I
I
get
forget about it.
when I get bone chills, I crank it to about 82.
Oh my kids would kill me. They'd be like, "Oh, Mom, I can't breathe. It's too hot in here."
Well, I got hot water heat,
Uh-huh.
so I'm still able to breathe, but it's warm.
Right.
But
Yeah.
living on the top floor, 70 I keep it at, and it usually gets about 75 in here.
Does it? That's
Yeah,
not
well,
bad.
I live on the top floor, so
Yeah, heat
oh,
rises.
exactly. So
That's
the
why
people
you're
downstairs keep me good.
yeah, that's why you're walking around no shirt. I'm over here like with sweatpants, a hoodie, long sleeve shirt.
Well, when I get too hot, I strip off my shirt and then I'll go stick my head out the window if I'm too hot, and it'll help cool me off in the winter.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, this hasn't been fun. It started out like I had a pain sort of like by my shoulder blade rib area, and then it just kind of expanded throughout the left side of my rib, and it was getting hard to get up, bend over, cough. I mean, it just every little movement felt like shards of glass in my ribs. But it's starting to get better. I mean, there's a spot in my back still, but it's not, it's not wrapped around like it was. So it's getting a little better.
Okay, so the swelling's going down. That's good. If you can reach it, some ice on it really helps.
Right. I know. And that's so hard for me to do, especially in the wintertime, because I don't want to be cold.
Well, you could take and wrap it in a shirt
Yeah, that's true.
and then tie the shirt around you, and it'll be a little cold for a little bit, but then your body will get used to it and you won't feel it
Right. Yeah.
until it starts to melt and run down your back.
I know. It's just, ugh. I got diagnosed a long time ago because with fibro, you can get different things off of it. Like the disease kind of trickles down to other little things, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
it can set off other issues.
right. And I would get inflammation in the front of my chest by my heart to where I felt like I was having a heart attack. It would make my arm feel weird. It would race my heart, and it's a long word. It starts with a C, and you know me, I can't pronounce shit. Some long medical term, but it's been a long time since I've experienced that. Thank God. That's scary because it's like right around your chest muscles, up by your heart and everything, and you don't know. You're like, is it? Do I need to go to the hospital? You know?
Could it have been myocarditis? No, that's a swelling of the heart muscle, of the heart
It,
cell, the sac around your heart.
it starts with a C, and it's a really long word. It's cost something. I don't know. But
Oh,
basically, what it is it's like the muscles in your chest are spasming, like the muscle spasms in your chest, and then you got the inflammation along with it,
yeah,
which
I can't remember the name of it myself, so don't feel bad.
yeah, it's like I've had fibro for 28 years now, and it just springs there's like little health problems that just spring from it. You know what I mean?
Yep. There you go, Tess Subhuman. I'm glad to hear she said she loves you now. See, she was probably just having a bad day. Yeah, it seems like lately when I've went live, Subhumans come in, been like catching it. So,
Yeah, I saw that like after I got done watching a video. I saw that you were live like almost an hour ago, and then I checked my notification, like where like up in that little area where it says if somebody comments on your stuff. I saw that Subhuman said something like Brad is live, and that was like an hour ago. I'm like, son of a bitch. You know?
even I commented saying, "Hey, I'm live."
I know. I'm like, man, everybody's yelling at me.
It
I
happens.
just get no notifications whatsoever.
Well,
But
did you
it
get a
worked.
notification?
Huh?
Did you get one this time?
I did.
See,
I got one this time.
that's what you needed to do, was just unsubscribe and resubscribe.
Yeah, and I think I need to go through like my subscription list because I think I got like a lot of people I don't even watch. I need to like thin it out maybe, and maybe that'll help get me more notifications.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I need to do that too. I've been getting messages that I've got too many subscriptions.
Oh, well, if you get messages on it, yeah, you need to do that.
I just don't know how to do it.
You go up to the very top, where it shows your channels that you watch. Go to all, click on them, and then just go to unsubscribe. Just start going down the list. You can click. It says see all right below all the channels that you're subscribed to,
Oh
and
man,
it'll show you everybody that you're subscribed to.
that would take me about 5 hours.
Well, if you get bored.
Because I'm still subscribed to Betty.
Oh, really? Yeah, man, she really just.
She went off the deep end.
She really. Now she's doing tarot cards.
Again, yeah.
It's like, lady, why mess with that shit? You don't need that.
Well, she messed with it before.
Last thing you need in your life is to mess with that shit. It is nothing but shit.
Yep,
Oh, whatever.
it's a good gate to something she don't want. Trust me.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I'm not saying that because I don't want to get thanks for it. No, I'm speaking from personal experience with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want nothing bad for her either, but she's taking the wrong road, you know?
Yep, and supplement. I think the reason a lot of women believe in tarot is it makes them feel empowered, and it puts them in touch more with the feeling part of everything, so that maybe they can use their mind and try to figure everything out a little bit easier. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he asked you, Kim, why do so many females believe in tarot cards?
I think Brad just gave a good explanation for that. I think people want that sense of comfort or control over what could happen next, especially if they're having problems in life. It's a false hope, you know.
It's worse than a false hope.
Well, yeah, I'm putting it lightly, but yeah.
I've had false hope, and I've gotten into tarot and black magic and everything. In fact, tarot is how I got into black magic. And yeah, you feel empowered. You feel like, okay, I know what's coming down the pike when others don't. But then you want more. You want to know more. You want more power. You want more and more and more. And next thing you know, you're so far into the dark arts that you can snap your fingers and light your hand on fire to light a cigarette. And that's not good, because you learn how to tap into pieces of your soul, and it's not good. You can learn
Yeah.
necromancy, and it's very, very bad.
Yeah, it's just evil.
But on the same token, I'm glad I got into it,
Why is that?
because I gained a ton of knowledge that most people don't have.
Okay.
And I learned a lot of things that really opened my eyes as to what was going on that most people don't know about, and therefore why certain things happen.
Okay.
Like, if if you're into that and you wait for the right time of year, you can actually bring demons out of hell onto this plane.
Okay.
And there's places that are called gateways to hell, that if you've got the right uh, kind of like a key for it, you can unlock doorways to hell.
Oh yeah, you're definitely inviting demons
No,
when you.
not inviting. You literally can unlock a door and it's a
I
straight shot
know,
to
I
hell.
know. I'm just saying that when you mess with things of that sort, you're inviting demons in your life.
Oh yeah, same with the Ouija board.
Yeah, yeah, that the crystals, the numerology, the what is it, the horoscope,
Astronomy.
all that kind of crap, psychics, mediums, all that. It's you're just inviting bad things into your life.
Well, you're not a demon, subhuman. You're not a demon. I've been around demons. I've seen them. I fought them. You're not one. I can tell real quick if someone's a demon. You're not. You're not even possessed by one. In fact, you haven't had a brush with the demon as far as I can tell. And I've had more than a brush with them. I've had them throw me across roads and through trees and stuff. So,
Well, I remember that one story you told me. That was freaky. About that house.
oh, my little camp adventure there.
Yeah, that was the freaky story. I was like, ooh. I gave me chills just listening to it.
Try living through it.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, guess what, Brad?
What?
Supernatural is coming back in May.
Really?
Yep, May 25th, season 16.
Hmm.
If it, because I've seen it, as long as it's true, that's what it's saying. It's going to be back in May.
Hmm. That ought to be interesting because I know they've got a new show called Winchesters.
Yeah, that's like the before story. That's like Mary and John, the parents and whatnot.
Really, I thought it was Sam and Dean's like grandchildren.
No. That's their parents. That's how Mary and John got together, and that's like their adventures.
Ah,
And
okay.
yeah, but they showed like a poster of it. Everybody looks pretty much the same except for Dean. But I think it's because Dean's been doing like the guy Jensen Ackles. He's been doing all kinds of those like Marvel shows and whatnot.
Yeah,
So
he's been doing a lot of movies between My Bloody Valentine, the remake of it, and he's been in 5 different Marvel movies.
he
So
had a
yeah,
show called The Boys or something. I didn't see it because I forget what streaming app or whatever it was, but I didn't have it, so I didn't get to watch it. It looked good, but it was sort of more into the like Marvel type show, which I'm not really a big fan of the Marvel shows too much.
I like some of them. Like I like the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah, Guardian
Incredible
Galaxy.
Hulk, Iron Man. I like those, but I'm not like, oh, I gotta see it all the time. It's like, okay, that looks like a decent movie. Let me see it.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh, cool. So I'm really, really, really hoping it's true.
I'm gonna have to let my buddy know because he'll really want to see it
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I love that show.
because he saw every single episode of
Yeah,
Supernatural right until the end.
me too. Me too.
I missed the later ones, but that's okay. Thanks to an app that's free called TikTok, TIGTOG.
Uh-huh.
It's like Netflix, but it's 100% free.
Okay.
I've been rewatching all the episodes. I started at the beginning and I'll watch it straight through.
I got most of the series, like I own most of it. I forget how many seasons I still have to get, but um yeah, I've watched probably every episode at least 50 times.
Just like I like the show Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and Walking Dead World Beyond. And
See, I
then
never got into those. I didn't like them.
Walking Dead Dead City is awesome.
Well, I got it, I got into the main show. I tried to get into Fear. I tried to get into the other ones, and I just couldn't do it. The Daryl Dixon, now that came out last year, and I think
That,
they only shot like 6 episodes. But
that's it.
Carol's supposed to be in it.
Yeah, she's supposed to be coming back in it. They got another one that's a Walking Dead spinoff, but it's
It's Ricky Michonne.
yeah,
Ricky Michonne.
Rick and Michonne meet back up because in the later episodes of The Walking Dead, they found Rick wasn't dead; he was saved.
Yeah, he was saved, and then Michonne went looking after him.
Yep,
So
but
it's sort of a conclusion to their story.
yeah, but Rick was held captive. He had to escape, and then they caught him again. And then he left something carved into a tree, and that's what Michonne saw, and she went looking for him. Like, he's alive, I'm out.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And I think that starts the 25th of February. If I'm
Yeah,
not. Yeah, I think that's right.
either that or 25th of January, but it's coming up soon, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
Which I can't wait for that. Just
Oh, me
saying.
neither. Me neither.
I
That's the
always
whole
liked it.
Yeah, I've been there since day one. That's the only reason I keep my cable is because I don't want to miss my Walking Dead shows.
See, the reason I like Rick is because I can identify with Rick.
Yeah.
I went through periods where I was just, well, crazy, but crazy in a goal driven, oriented mission. This is what I got to do type of way.
Yeah.
And honestly, what put me into that was someone I was close to dying.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of why I can relate to Rick. First episode, he's trying to find his family.
Hmm.
Third episode, he finds them. And then season 3, Lori dies giving birth in the prison.
Right.
And Rick wasn't able to kind of make things right between them. So he went crazy
Yeah.
until he was able to, in his own head, make things right with her.
Right. He he had a lot of different like different sides of him. Like he went through some different things. It was like, okay. But I tell you what, that man could win an Emmy for, like, especially the beginning and the end of season 6 and 7 when Negan had them all lined up, on their knees. That shit, oh my god, he could have won an Emmy for that. His
They
acting
did.
was so good.
They did win an Emmy.
Did they really?
Yeah, they've won several Emmys.
Well, I'm just saying he could have won one for that performance. Like,
Yeah,
that performance
that was a good
was
performance.
wow.
And Subhuman, yes, I do think the 80s were the best decade. As much as I remember of them, I mean, to me, the 80s are kind of like the 60s for people who grew up during the 60s. If you remember it, you didn't experience it. Well, I don't remember a lot of the 80s except for key points, but I remember it was pretty cool.
I mean, in the 80s, I was real little. It was like more of the 90s for me, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up during the 80s doing, I was born in 74, so I was doing a lot of drugs in
Yeah.
the 80s, and I was partying, and so I don't really remember much. I remember the Challenger blowing up, which was 85,
Hmm.
and I remember doing a 2-year bid for selling drugs and assault on an officer, assault with the intent to commit bodily injury on an officer, assault with a deadly weapon on an officer, assault with intent to kill an officer, and well, that's pretty much what I remember of the 80s.
Oh, geez.
Other than getting a letter from Reagan, a couple of letters from Reagan.
That's cool.
So, but yeah, that's pretty much what I remember of the 80s. And well, the only reason I remember that much of the 80s is because, well, I didn't know about the charges until I woke up in a police station because I swear that cop had a partner and he used a blackjack on me. Because I remember hitting the cop with his weapon, and then I remember waking up in the cop shop.
Oh, my. Yeah.
But I deserved it. I mean, I was a wild, strong kid who knew how to fight, so I deserved it considering what I was doing. I admit I deserved getting knocked out.
Right. Oh, we all have our past and we made mistakes, and what matters is learning from them.
Well, I
And,
learned from it, and
you know,
I never got caught again selling drugs.
oh, that's a good thing.
Doesn't mean I didn't sell them; it just means I never got caught.
Right.
But yeah, it was pretty wild for me.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it. Like I said, I was little. I was born in the last few months of 79. So, like, 80 to 89, I was like between 1 and 10,
Oh,
So
so
it wasn't,
you were a youngster yet?
yeah, I was like driving around on my big wheels and, just 80s kid stuff. And it wasn't till the 90s I started getting older and, you know, realizing what life was about.
Well, in the 80s, I had the big 3 spike hairdo on my hair and it was a variety of colors. And I was into the whole punk scene, the whole heavy metal scene, and
Oh, wow. I think I had a few bad perms that my mom gave me. You know how that was in the 80s.
yep, big hair. Gotta have the big hair.
Yeah, so like I could remember that. It was horrible. All
But
the kids had mullets and with those rat tails and
hey, don't knock the mullet or the rat tail. Those are still cool. In fact, I was
yeah,
thinking of giving myself a rat tail.
yeah. Like for 7 years I grew up in Canton, which is a big city. But back
Yep.
then it's back then it wasn't that bad, The neighborhoods weren't that bad. I mean, there were certain neighborhoods that were worse than others, but if you saw it today, it's like it is. it's got so much crime, and I'm so glad that I don't live there no more. You know,
Yeah.
my mom met my stepdad. I was 7. We moved out to the country, and now you could never pay me to live in the city again.
Wait
Hell
a minute.
no.
Wait a minute. Your mom met your stepdad when you were 7.
Yeah.
Okay, this is getting a little freaky.
What?
My mom met my stepdad when I was 7
Oh yeah?
and asked me if it would be okay that he dated her. And at the time, he was acting cool, so I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, to make her happy."
Yeah.
Then he asked me if I thought it'd be all right if he married her.
Mhm.
And again, I was like, "Yeah, sure, if it's gonna make her happy, treat her good. I don't care." And as soon as my little brother was born, which when my mom and my stepfather got married, I was 8. My mom, no, I was almost 8. My mom was 4 months along with my little brother, and she was definitely showing. I mean, the only way she could sit comfortably was in a lawn chair.
Oh wow.
And yeah, I was the best man at their wedding.
Yeah, I grew up, only child. I think my parents tried but wasn't, able to. So I mean it had its ups and downs. I certainly would have liked a brother or a sister, because it got lonely, especially when you live in the country.
Mm.
Everybody says that. You're like, they're a pain in the butt, but
I mean, I was the oldest of the boys. I have an
uh
older sister, but she wasn't living with my mom. So I was the oldest in the house, and man, I got blamed for shit I didn't even do. I'd be at football practice up here in Cobleskill. I'd be playing football or at football practice. I'd come home, and as soon as I walked in the door, I'd get knocked out it again.
Oh jeez.
For supposedly at 6 o'clock, I was home and broke a vase or a figurine that my mom had or something.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, wait a minute. At 6 o'clock, I was practicing for football or on my way home, and you're knocking me back out the door for something I didn't do?
Jeez.
But all my 2 little brothers had to say was, oh, Brad did it. And that was a wrap.
Ugh, that's not fair. Not
Well,
fair at all. Yeah.
when they got older and they tried that, they got laughed at
Oh, I'm sure.
because by the time Mark was 10, I was 18. I was I'd already been out of the house, having my own place, and I was in the military.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like he would try it, and my mom and my stepdad would laugh at him and say, "He hasn't been home in years. What are you talking about? We've moved like 6 times since he was home last. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, you're gonna have to find another excuse. Yeah, but like being an only child, you did get, you know, spoiled a little bit. I mean, my parents, we were poor, so I mean, but you still got spoiled, in different ways,
They spoiled you as much as they could because, well, they didn't have any other kids to lavish love on.
Right. And then I had the best grandma ever. Um, she was like my second mom, but then she passed away when I was like 10, you
Oh, I'm
know.
sorry.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that kind of
I had the best grandmother as well. She lived up until 2004. 4.
Oh, okay.
But she was the best grandma ever. When she would see that my mom, my stepdad were beating on me, she'd get on them about it. And when we were moving up to New York, she was like, listen, Brad's doing good now down here. He's into boxing, he's into football. Why don't you just sign him over to me? I'll raise him, and you guys can move to New York, and he'll stay down here. He doesn't have to lose his friends and all that.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. What happened?
Oh, you kind of went out and then you came back in.
Huh. That
It
was
could be your
weird.
internet connection. I don't know.
No, my internet's strong.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm using a Spectrum internet, so
Well, hopefully it don't happen again.
of course it is got quite the cloud cover right now.
Yeah. I think
So
we're in for another storm. I think they're calling for, I don't know if it start tomorrow or something like that. I don't know. I hope we don't get it.
I hope so too.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that Subhuman. I vaguely remember Dido. Vaguely remember it. It wasn't a style of music I was big on. Unless I was trying to get with the girl. Then I was big on it. Yeah, my grandmother was a sweetheart. She knew Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Cool.
So I'd get to go up and watch the games for free
Nice.
and everything. And she would sit there and, I mean, it got to the point to where while she was alive, if I was in Texas during football season, Jerry would send a limo for me.
Oh, wow.
And one year, I'll never forget it. One year, Dallas was doing bad in the Super Bowl. No, it was Thanksgiving. They were doing bad. And it was like 21-0 at the half.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to go into the locker room, and I went into the locker room and I told the coach, I was like, hey, suit me up, coach. Put me in. I'll show these mothers how to play this game. I'll whoop their ass. I don't even need any other teammates. Just put me in. And Jerry was there, and he's like, you know what? If you boys don't go out there and start firing on all cylinders and doing it, I'm going to do that. I will put him in for the last quarter of the game.
Oh, wow.
They came back and just annihilated the Lions. I mean, they beat them bad.
That's cool.
At the end of it, it was 42-21.
Wow. That was a good game.
Yeah, so it was, and I'd have 50-yard line tickets or sit in the owner's box, and if they weren't playing right, I'd yell out, put me in, I know how to play this game better. And all of a sudden, you'd see them playing better.
That's funny.
And Subhuman Fido Dido was a kind of an R and B style group. It was that more mellow type of alternative rock, college rock is what they call it, type group. I wasn't into it.
I've
But
never heard of
it was like Robert Palmer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fido Dido. The Fido Dido was a 7-Up mascot, but Dido was more like Robert Palmer.
I gotcha.
And I was never into it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I I think one song by Dido. And Eminem recently did a variation of it.
Oh, okay.
with the lead singer from Dido. I mean, it's a good song, but
Mm.
I like the originals.
Hmm. I listen to everything. I listen from things from back in the 60s all the way up. It just depends on my mood. Like, I like a little bit of country. I'm not big into country. Um, I like songs that have a message. You know, I
Okay,
don't like
this
yeah,
is
yeah
getting
stuff.
yeah, this is getting freaky because I'm the same way. It depends on my mood. I'll listen to everything from uh America, from the Beatles, Elvis, Beethoven, Tchaikovsky, Schubert, all the way up through to everything like up to Five Finger Death Punch.
Uh huh.
But I gotta be in the mood for it.
Right. There's certain things you have to be in the mood for.
Like if I'm gonna work out or I'm fixing to go fight someone, I'll blast Metallica's Inner Sandman.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Just be,
Metallica's cool. I like Metallica.
just because of the drum beat for it, it's a high energy song,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll blast that. As far as working out, well, when I played football up here, that's the one song I used to blast while I worked out.
Cool.
So it gives me a little bit of that nostalgia. Well, I pushed myself before, I can push myself again, and
Yeah. Yeah, some music's real good for that. Some music's really good. Like I said, it all depends on the mood, depends on what you're doing at the time.
exactly. I mean, I listen to everything in rap from Curtis Blow all the way up to Eminem.
Yeah, I mean, there's some rap I like, but I'm not like then again, it's like country. I'm not real into it, but like I really do like NF. NF is a white rapper, and he doesn't cuss. His music, you can understand it. He's got a message, and he's a Christian. He doesn't do Christian rap, but he himself is a Christian. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't heard of him. I'll have to check him out.
Oh, NF is awesome. I
But
just I don't get into all the mumble rap shit. No.
yeah, I don't get into that either. I gotta be able to understand the words.
Right. Right.
Right. Some Eminem songs I like, but majority of them, no.
Yeah, I just no.
But I'm a huge Kid Rock fan.
Kid Rock's cool. Yeah, I like Tom McDonald. I like Dax.
Tom, Tom McDonald is good. I haven't heard of Dax.
Dax is really cool. I think he came from Africa, moved to Canada, and then I don't know if he's become an American citizen or not, but he's another independent artist like Tom McDonald is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one that you should listen to is I don't know if you've heard of him, but Sam Calhoun.
Sam Kahoo. I've heard of that name. What does he sing?
He does rap. He's an independent.
Okay.
Him and Tom McDonald have done a lot of songs together.
Oh, okay. So I probably do know him because I
And
I like watching Tom McDonald.
there's a black guy. I can't remember. I can never remember his name, but he's on the song with Nova. It's Tom McDonald, Nova, Adam Calhoun, and this other guy. and it's "In God We Trust."
Okay. Yeah, I could picture him, but I can't think of him either.
Really, really good song.
Yeah, his new song, the Stronger Version, was a really good song too. He's been doing some really good songs lately.
Oh yeah, what I think is funny is that he got the number one song by anyone with his song "Ghost."
Oh yeah, that was a big one.
And now, guess who just released a song with Tom McDonald?
Who?
Eminem.
Really?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. Eminem featuring Tom McDonald.
Did it already come out or is it coming out?
I think it came out.
I'll have to look that up.
But yeah, I thought it was funny that he's an independent rapper and yet he got linked with, well, in most people's minds today, the biggest rapper.
Rap star. Yeah, I think he did a song about Eminem.
Yeah, well, he was straight up dissing him.
Yeah, like he was like that's surprising.
But yep, they did a song together.
Well, that's cool, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, talent recognizes talent.
true. True.
So,
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah,
that's the kind of music I get into. I like Ren. Ren is I think he's from Wales and he does a little bit of everything.
yeah,
Rap,
he's Welsh.
yeah, Welsh. Yep. He's pretty cool. He's very poetic. I like that.
There was an artist. He was from Australia, and I can't remember his name now. I heard that he passed away a few years ago,
Oh.
but I think he was taken out by the Australian government, honestly,
Oh.
because right before COVID hit, he was singing about the government needing to take control from the people and lock us all down, and the way they're going to do it is by releasing a virus. And
Oh wow.
he was legit like just blowing up the spot before anybody knew it was going to happen.
I see. Yeah. That sounds like someone would take him out for that.
Well, after 2020, I saw that he dropped one more song and then he was gone. Like, no social media activity, no nothing. And someone I know that knows of him and all that was like, "Oh yeah, he was in the paper just recently in the obituary."
Ain't that crazy? Was he fairly young or
He
I
was
mean,
young compared to me. He was 42.
yeah, so there's no real reason for what he do is drop over a heart attack.
No, they said that he crashed his car.
Oh, of course a crash.
That he
Okay.
was drunk driving, but the man didn't drink
Imagine that.
at all. Like, he was a teetotally not drinking, never drank like Trump. He never drank nothing
Wow. That's a shame.
because he saw what drinking did to his mom and his dad.
Right. Well, that's a shame.
But yeah, it was. They said that he crashed his car. They couldn't find his body, but the stretch of road that they said he crashed on was right next to a river that's full of crocodiles, saltwater
Oh,
crocodiles.
so how do they know if he's dead or not? I mean,
Well, supposedly, I guess his car was like hanging off of it,
Uh-huh.
so they assumed that he must have went through the windshield.
Oh, okay.
And if the government did it, that would be the perfect way for them to do it.
Right. Leave no evidence.
No evidence. You think, maybe his family can say, well, maybe he might be out there somewhere with amnesia wandering around.
Mm,
But yeah, it's doing it like that is the perfect way to do it.
right. Man.
Because they could say, well, maybe he'll show up. They know, but they don't know.
Right. I'm sure though it's left his family wondering.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that it has. And the sad part is not just his mom, his dad, and any brothers or sisters he had, but he had a 2-month-old.
Oh,
So
they'll
that kid's
never get
gonna grow up not knowing their father.
right. That's sad.
Yeah, and
It's
it
always, it's hard.
honestly it
It's hard
makes the kid angry.
right. Well, I got about a good 15 more minutes with you, Brad, and then I gotta go out, start my car, and get ready to go get my daughter, pick her up from work.
Well, I didn't. Holy cow! I did not realize we'd been on that long.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I gotta get up and get something to drink, make some cigarettes anyway. So probably be a good idea to end the live. I just didn't realize we'd been on for over an hour already.
It happens, you know. That's what
Why?
that's what I love about conversation. You just never know, you know, how it's going to begin and how it's going to end. And you just it's I love it. I love having conversations with people, getting to
Yeah,
know them and see their perspective on things, you know.
yep. But
It's
I have a
cool.
question.
Sure.
Why is it that when you and I start talking, time just seems to fly by quick?
It's because we can hold a good conversation. You know what I mean? We could talk about pretty much anything,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
mean, I don't know about you, but I could talk about everything from hot rods to thermonuclear dynamics to the God particle to applied physics versus physical, physics that are just theory.
Yeah, see that I no, I'm not I can't do that. I don't have that knowledge. Never wanted the knowledge, you know. I'm pretty simple, you know.
Well,
I'm very open-minded and you know, it's cool to listen on, you know, other people's experiences and what they know and you learn things, you know, that's how you learn things.
yeah. Well, I never wanted the knowledge of physics, but as a kid, I was very smart. Still am, but I was like skip grades in school type smart. Like
Mhm.
my mom had to literally threaten the school board with a lawsuit because they wanted to take me from first grade to fifth grade.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I was that smart.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool.
But she was like, no, 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 no. When I was in ninth grade, I had colleges asking me to, skip grades, graduate, and go to college.
Oh wow.
And I'm not talking like community colleges. I had Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Stanford.
Yeah, the big guys.
I've been asked to join Mensa 37 times
Jeez.
because I've always had an intellect that is like insane.
That's cool though. That's cool. Like I
Yeah.
said earlier, we all have our gifts, you know.
Yeah, but it's not cool
Well,
having the
just
kind of intellect I have because, well, when I was in sixth grade, the CIA started trying to recruit me,
ah,
mainly because when I was in sixth grade, purely by accident, I invented something that brought me to their attention.
oh, I see.
I actually proved that time travel could be done, and so could warp engines.
Wow, that's something to stumble on. Sheesh. No wonder they
And
want.
yeah, they were on me like red on rice on a paper plate in a snowstorm during an avalanche.
Yeah. No, I
Because
was never that way, so yeah, it's
they
cool,
wanted they wanted to know where I got my information from. How did I come about it? Who talked to me? Who told me?
right?
And I was like, listen, I got a chemistry set from my grandmother. I started tinkering with it with the idea of, gee, well, I just watched Star Trek. Let me see if that engine could really be made.
Right?
And yeah, it can be made. You need
Wow.
very specific things for it, which, believe it or not, you just need to find a way to keep a round piece of metal about the size of a hockey puck
Uh
frozen below 250 degrees Kelvin.
huh. Okay.
Then you just need some electromagnets and a way to keep the hockey puck going, the piece of metal going around on the magnets without ever touching it.
Oh, okay. I can picture that.
Because what will happen is as long as it's frozen cold, you got to keep that piece of metal cold. As
Uh
long as
huh.
it's kept at that temperature, it will increase in speed exponentially and achieve warp.
Wow.
But if it thaws, it'll grab hold of those magnets and it won't let go.
Right. Yeah, I would imagine so. Jeez.
So yeah,
That's
as long as you can put like a puff of air behind it to speed it up,
uh huh.
yeah, you could literally create a warp drive engine.
That's crazy. See, I was never that. I'm not trying to call myself stupid, but I was never like that. I was just a simple kid,
Well, I was trying to be just a regular kid. It's just that I'd go to sleep and say, well, okay, I'm having this dream. Well, let me see. Could I make this dream possible? Would that
Uh
ever? I wonder if that would ever be practical. I wonder if we could ever do that.
huh.
And because I had that curiosity about me, it got me into a lot of trouble.
I bet. I bet.
Like at 11 years old, I made mustard gas.
Oh wow.
Well, that's
That's
simple. That's just half ammonia, half bleach.
okay.
Literally 50-50 of each, boom, you got mustard gas. But I also made, purely by accident, but I made saline gas,
Mhm.
which is a extremely deadly toxin.
My gosh.
And I was just using the chemistry set that I got.
Ain't that crazy they gave us out the kids, It could have blown your face off, but
Well, truth be
we're
told, I
being
blew off my eyebrows more than I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. I came up some crazy and unstable things, and whoop, there goes the eyebrows and part of the hair.
goodness.
But you know what?
Well, but
That's what being a kid was. We made mistakes, we maybe got a little injured, and we had a funny story to tell afterwards.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Nowadays, too many kids are too much about, oh, I don't want to do this, I might get hurt. Well, then you ain't gonna have no stories to tell when you get older.
Yeah, they want to experience life through a screen. That's pretty much how it is today.
Yeah, they want to play video games, and well, get outside and do something. Play football, skateboard, run and play with your friends. Trust
Yeah,
me,
go
you'll
outside,
enjoy it more when you get older.
down by that creek and play for a couple hours, you know.
Oh yeah, I used to have to drink from a creek, drink from a hot garden hose, because getting back inside once you were out wasn't happening.
Yeah, it was go play, go play.
Yep. And the only way you got something to eat is A, you brought it with you, or B, you went to a friend's house and hoped that their mom was nice enough to let you guys come in for lunch.
Right. Yeah. But I'm really glad I got to catch you live, Brad. That's cool. It's
I'm
been a
really
while.
glad about that too. I was wondering how you were doing.
I'm hanging in there, you know, day by day. You never know. Never know what that day's gonna bring. You just take it as it comes.
Yep, I know how that goes.
So, but I'm making it. I'll be better, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, well, a little something to leave to make you laugh before you leave.
Okay.
Subhuman says, Brad, I was one of those kids who put firecrackers in a frog's butt. So was I. I remember doing that.
I don't think I ever did anything like that. I was like the kid with the hourglass. What do they call it? Magnifying glass, burning the ants
The
and the bugs.
magnifying glass.
Yeah, just sitting there zapping them.
I've done that too.
And then I was the kid that would go out and get salamanders and snakes and frogs and want to make them pets, you know.
Well, the salamanders, I wasn't big on a pet for, but they were
Well,
pretty cool.
I lived in the country. I was all by myself. I was just, you know, out in the woods playing and be coming home like, look what I found. And they'd be
But
like, oh, get that away from here.
I
My
was
dad
big.
hated.
I was real big on picking up snakes and bringing them home.
Now, I was there for a while too.
But,
Little
and I'm
blue
not
rays.
talking just like garter snakes or rat snakes. I'm talking rattlesnakes.
Oh, geez, no. We
I would
didn't see
drape them around my
rattlesnakes.
neck and go home.
No. Yeah, I wouldn't play with those kind of snakes, but yeah, I was a tomboy. I was never the girly girl, type.
Nothing wrong with that. My first girlfriend was a tomboy.
Yeah, I prefer just being you. I just being in the nature. Don't be high maintenance. Who cares, you know? That's outside beauty. It doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah, I like someone who I can A, enjoy a fancy meal with if we want to go that route,
Mm-hmm.
and have an intellectual conversation with, but yet at the same time, who I could take her out into my tree stand and we can hunt together. We can fish together. We can trap. We can camp, live off the land.
Right, yeah.
And
I like doing
unfortunately, not a lot of women like that.
No, not too many. Not too many. But I'm gonna jump off here, Brad. I gotta prepare myself to go out in this cold weather.
Yeah, get your vehicle warmed up and dress warmly
Yeah, definitely.
and move very slowly.
Yeah. I'm not, setting goals here. I'm just trying to feel better.
Well, moving slowly will help you to feel better.
Right? Yep. And I am, and I just, there's things you gotta do regardless of how you feel or what's going on. You just gotta get them done.
Yep. And
But you honey.
Go ahead.
Oh, I said you have a good night.
You too.
All right, I'll see you later, Brad.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You know, Subhuman, my ex could work on cars. Very well. As a matter of fact, we used to fight about who would work on a car. Who gets to work on the car today, me or her? We would actually have a discussion about it. I won't say a fight, but it was more like a discussion. So, well, in theory, it sounds cool. It gets to be a pain, especially if she doesn't put back your tools. Oh, yeah, she was a real good woman. She is a real good woman. The only reason we're not together is, well, she missed her kid, so she went back to the ex because he had custody of her son. So I can understand that. I'm not happy about it, but I understand it. Hey, Choice 521, if you're still here, I'm gonna make a video on the Epstein logs tomorrow. I just got a bunch of them, and I'm gonna look through them tonight, and then make my video on it. So, you know, they're not here, but they came in. I don't know who it is, but yeah, I need to use the bathroom and make cigarettes, get something to drink. So I'm gonna jump off here anyway. So thank you for stopping by, everyone. Subhuman, I very much appreciate you. And anytime you want to come up, you're more than welcome to come up on panel and we can chat. But have a good night, everyone.